The appointment of Bill Pulte as the acting Director of National Intelligence is another indication of how unserious, reckless, and dangerous Donald Trump and his administration are with respect to the national security of the American people. What exactly are Bill Pulte's qualifications? Does he have a national security background? The answer would be no. Does he have a military background? The answer would be no. Does he have a law enforcement background? The answer would be no. What qualifies Bill Pulte to hold one of the most important national security positions for the United States of America? One thing, apparently, that Bill Pulte is willing to say anything or do anything that Donald Trump demands, no matter how reckless, vengeful, or unlawful Donald Trump's demand may be. Bill Pulte has weaponized the federal government to go after Donald Trump's perceived enemies. He's weaponized the federal government to go after Lisa Cook. He's weaponized the federal government to go after Adam Schiff. He's weaponized the federal government to go after New York State Attorney General Tish James. Bill Pulte is deeply unserious, deeply dangerous, and deeply unqualified.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
The MC2 Tour Show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC2 Tour. Wave that flag, wave that flag. America's 250th birthday coming up July 4th. But before we talk about that, let us talk about Hakeem Jeffries. Let us talk about Hakeem Jeffries in ways that would greatly delay my chances of ever being syndicated with the MC2 Toll Show. Hakeem Jeffries. He is a jerk-off. He is a dick. He is a man plagued with scandal. I saw the interview with Judge Joe Brown where he was talking about Hakeem Jeffries. He was good friends with Jeffrey Epstein. He was holding his hand out for money from Jeffrey Epstein, knowing that man was a vicious child predator. He rubbed elbows with Diddy. He probably rubbed other body parts drenched in baby oil with Diddy. Hell, I saw the Judge Joe Brown interview where Judge Joe Brown talks about Hakeem Jeffries possibly participating in all-male orgies featuring men wearing paper cutout masks of their favorite communist leaders. So imagine doing the flip the script position. Hakeem Jeffries doing this, not yourself, but Hakeem Jeffries doing this with some young dude wearing one of these paper cutout masks with Che Guevara or Fidel or Mao, Pol Pot, whoever, Lenin, whatever, with the eyes cut out to make eye holes where the eyes would be on these masks. Could you imagine that? How creepy that is? I mean, it's something you didn't even see, but it puts a bad picture in your head that you wish you could unsee. Am I right? I know it has that kind of eerie effect on me. He's a sleazy, sleazy man, and there's scandal around him. And he's got the gall to talk about this new nominee for acting director of national intelligence. So as you know, Tulsi Gabbard's husband, Abraham, is affected with a very vicious, rapidly advancing bone cancer, and she's resigned so that she can be with this Abraham, her husband, in these troubled times. And so they bumped this man up as acting director, and Hakeem Jeffries has a problem with it. What are you afraid of, Hakeem Jeffries? That what Joe Brown declared might actually be true, might actually be proven? Between the Epstein nonsense and the Diddy nonsense. I mean, it's already known that Hakeem Jeffries received money from Jeffrey Epstein, pleaded with Jeffrey Epstein for money to fund his campaigns. He is a sicko, because this was post-2008. Jeffrey Epstein got his conviction in 2008. And I thought it was a very light sentence. I thought it was a slap on the wrist for what he was accused of. But there you have it. He was still convicted. Right? He was still convicted. And Hakeem Jeffries still asked him for money. You gotta be careful who you rub elbows with. Not to mention whatever the hell else Hakeem Jeffries might have been rubbing elbows. Or might have been rubbing on whatever on the other person. Excuse me. But the man is a sicko. A sicko beyond the pale, beyond repair. And the next person to hold his congressional office will be a Republican. Because the Republicans are not screwing up bad enough to let the Democrats back in the door. Okay? They're not doing the things that'll cause a normal person to say, I'm tired of this, this, and this. This, and this are bad enough for me to vote Democrat. I don't care how many kindergarten male teachers wear dresses and tell little Billy he's supposed to be a girl. These social issues are important, and we don't want the wrong message returning in culture. And the Democrats are all about the wrong messages in culture. You can't have that. That brings the morality of the country down, and that's everything the Democrats represent. We can't have that. And this is why I see I see New York in my lifetime turning red again. I see New York in my lifetime possibly becoming as red as Tennessee is right now. The city will still be mostly liberal, but you're going to see the margin between liberal and conservative get smaller and smaller. In my lifetime, we will see New York become less than 60% liberal. Okay? Okay? We will see New York become more than 40% Republican or conservative. Why? It's because of people like Hakeem Jeffries making mountains out of molehills, deflecting, taking the attention off of him being on the take from Jeffrey Epstein. Sicko, sicko, sicko. Jeffrey Epstein had an axe to grind with Donald Trump. Donald Trump saw him as a creep and kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. That is fact. That is unequivocal fact. Epstein was a Clinton guy, not a Trump guy. And obviously, Epstein was in Hakeem Jeffries' corner. And so Hakeem Jeffries wants to take the attention off himself and put it on this man who just got bumped up to acting director of national intelligence. You notice I didn't even mention a man's name, because that is not as important as Hakeem Jeffries' reaction to it. Respect God, watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, tell all your friends about me. Even if you don't like me. If you think I'm an asshole, share this video with your friends and say, look at what this asshole is saying. Stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, the supreme leader of the culture, MC Too Tall. The supreme ruler of the culture, MC Too Tall. Yaha. Ha ha ha.